Hi, Bob Potts.
Hi.
Thank you for participating in our interview process. We've got 4 questions for you. So the first question is, what was your best, most favorite thing about this trip?
So this trip for me began 14 months ago when I got the permit. And then I got the permit, it was all about finding the best group dynamics for the entire trip. And the thing that stands out as the highlight from my trip, of this trip, is to see the culmination of a successful team, a great team. But this group has been remarkable. And having it all come together, and here we sit at the last camp, and everybody is still laughing and joking and liking each other. That's the highlight. Right? We'll forget about the sand in our shoes and our hair and our ears and everything else.
Every orifice, that counts.
Right. And we'll remember all the great things, the good food, the laughter, rowing into the wind and enjoying the coolness of the breeze, not the upstream push of the wind. Right?
I think you know more than I do.
I want to go back to the last question and say the hardest thing for me on this trip is watching Lace and Hannah walk.
Yeah. That was tough. It sucked for me too. My best friend was leaving.
I know.
Okay, so then last question. What did you learn about yourself, or the rocks, or the canyon, or anybody else, or anything that you learned?
You know, leadership by example is, I think, is an important thing. But let people express themselves and do what they want to do, and don't micromanage them to the point where they can get in trouble.
Yeah.
Just like your kids, right? I think that's probably it. And what happens is after this long on a trip, the margin of temperament gets narrower.
Yes.
Right? And figuring out how to keep that balance becomes more acute.
Yes, exactly. Okay, well, thank you so much, Bob. Okay, Lee, you are our first subject in the Let's Learn About Our River Guests. And so the first question is for Lee Potts. What is your best, most favorite thing about the trip?
Getting to go up the Deer Creek Canyon was really cool. What was the name of the really cool waterfall?
Havasupai.
Havasu. That one was really cool.
You only get one, bud.
Those were the coolest things to see, but getting to spend time with my dad was the best part.
Okay, that's very heartwarming. What did you learn either about yourself or about the river or about the canyon or about life besides closing lemonade jars after you opened them? What else did you learn besides that?
That was Summer who forgot to close the lemonade jars.
Sir, that is a bold-faced lie to our video audience.
Yeah, what have I learned? I don't know. I'd like to think that I'm tougher to being out in the wilderness, but I don't know.
Heck yeah,
I don't
up
know
top.
if Bear Grylls would agree with that.
I mean, did you drink your own piss?
Nope.
Okay.
Has the potential to be an excellent boatman.
Okay, well, boatman, so you learned that you're tougher.
Being open to new experiences.
Okay.
Because I wasn't sure if I wanted to go on this trip, but I'm glad that I did.
Okay, we've got Paul Mudd here. Thank you for participating in our interview portion of the trip. So I've got 4 questions for you. The first question is, what is your best, most favorite thing about the trip?
My favorite thing was just being in this canyon and obviously running or riding through the rapids. That was amazing.
Okay, what is your least most favorite thing about the trip? The hated thing about the trip?
Setting up and breaking down camp every single day.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
That's rough.
That's a rough one. We did have that one layover.
What?
Okay, last question. What did you learn about yourself, or about the canyon, or about the river, or about rocks, or about other people that was interesting?
Well, I definitely learned a lot about rowing a boat. Good and bad. Got scars to prove it. And just learned a lot from very experienced and knowledgeable people about rowing and going through rapids. And I also learned that I need to learn a lot more about patience and grace for other people. But that's good.
And somebody said, well, it has to bite you, right? And she said, no, it just has to touch you. And it's a mandatory evac. And they said, you also told me I could use soap to shower my body out here.
They look okay.
Hi, Chris.
Hey.
We are ready for your interview. We will be asking you 4 questions.
Yeah.
So the first question is, what was your best, most favorite thing about the trip?
The people.
Okay.
It was just an incredible group of people, and just feel blessed to be a participant in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what did you learn either about yourself or about the canyon or about other people or about life?
Gosh, I've just been, in awe of the creation of this planet and all the different layers, and having Alex along to talk about the geology of the canyon is incredible. And I watched a group of 16 people, or really 18 people, participate in this, and you never heard really hardly like one squabble. Everybody it was just a great meshing. It was beautiful to watch.
Wonderful, wonderful.
That's what happens when you get the cheapest contractors.
Is this conglomerate right here? Because this looks like quartz.
Yeah, I think it's more of the travertine.
Travertine?
Yeah, it's picked up a lot of these quartz cobbles and just cemented them in.
I think it's cool how it's veins, just like Jim was saying, concrete, how this is.
Yeah.
I think that's
Well,
pretty
it's a good analogy. It is a concrete.
There we go.
The sun is up there!
Hi there, Andy Potts. I'm going to ask you 4 questions. Thank you for being a participant in our video project.
Perfect.
So our first question for you is, what is your best, most favorite thing about the trip?
Meeting some very wonderful people.
Okay. Okay, people. What is your least, most hated thing about the trip?
The rainy night.
That sucked. However, can I shed some light on the wonderful thing that happened was the beautiful structure that you and your brothers crafted that night
we got out our skills.
to keep us shielded from the torrential rain
That's right.
and wind and cold. And then the last question is, did you learn anything about yourself or the canyon or life or people?
I learned a lot about the geography of the canyon
Okay.
and the rocks, riding with Mr. Alex.
See, I feel a little bit slighted by not having my day with Alex. I feel like I didn't get the full experience.
Well, you can do that tomorrow.
Yes, okay. Thank you so much for participating.
You betcha.
I heard about it.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Oh, that's an awesome picture. All you can see is just a little bit of the bow of the boat, his face with his mouth wide open, and just water coming every which direction at him.
Yeah, I'll bet this canyon understands what's going on.
Windy and eddy. Oh.
Want to swing over there and drop some stuff there?
Okay, Mr. Dave Potts, thank you for participating in our interview portion of the trip. We've got 4 questions for you. And the first question is, what is the best, most favorite thing you love about this trip?
Oh, the best, most favorite thing I love about this trip is just the camaraderie, the relationships, the people. I mean, I invited a couple of guys, Chris Stiltner and Dave Ford, and it's been great to get to know both of those guys better. And then everybody else that was invited on the trip, people that I didn't know, it's been great to get to know them. A lot of them were friends and acquaintances of my brother Bob. And so it's nice to be able to put names to, or faces to names that people that he's mentioned over the years, and yeah, just a lot of quality people. Then reestablishing some relationships with some people. Dan Coffey, it's really special to be able to be on this trip with him.
Awesome.
And, so and then to be able to do this with my 3 brothers, I think that's just a really cool thing.
Yeah, awesome.
That's like what we've been seeing.
Okay, Mr. Dan Coffey, thank you for being a participant
So happy to be here today. Thank you for inviting me.
in our interview process. So the first question for the interview is, what is your best, most favorite thing about this trip?
Well, can I have two?
You're the boss. You can have two of everything if you want.
Okay, well, I have two strong ones, two really
Strong ones. Okay.
My first one is that this has been the best trip for me with regards to help around camp, and it actually has felt like a real vacation for me.
Okay.
Usually I'm hammered because I do all the work.
Yeah.
Do most of the work.
Yeah.
But I've had all this help, so I can actually relax and enjoy myself. And then secondly, I cannot get over how cool the Grand Canyon nights are for sleeping.
Oh, right? With all them stars and...
Best thing going.
Once we got Gooby's app going.
Best temperatures. Don't even have to put a tent up except for one night. Other than that, it's been outside under the stars.
I don't think we've deserved this weather.
I think Grand Canyon nights are probably my second favorite thing.
Okay.
How's my makeup? Is it okay?
It's stunning. Beautiful rosy
good.
cheeks. It's
Great.
the sun-kissed. Sun-kissed.
What have I learned? Well, this was in kind of a test to kind of figure out if I could be around 16 people for 3 weeks straight. Because I usually spend a lot of time by myself. So this is a little bit of a experiment, and it
Challenge.
actually worked out great.
Yeah.
So, but because the company was so good.
Well, that was hand selected by Bob, so we got to give him some credit.
By Bobby Potts.
And we got to give Bobby Dean some credit there.
So that actually worked great. So that was the most surprising thing. I thought for sure I'd have some meltdown, and I'd want to row by myself, and I'd want to be by myself, and I'd have to do damage control because I'd piss somebody off.
Yeah.
But it didn't happen.
No, it didn't happen. We had Gooby, so.
We did have him as a punching bag.
Good old Gooby.
So, yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Dad.
Okay.
Bye.
Right.
To me, you were there for a long, long time.
And you're going.
Got it.
Hello, Mr. Jim Potts.
Hello.
Thank you for being in our interview series. I'm going to ask you 4 questions, and your first question is, what is your best, most favorite thing about the trip?
A couple things.
Okay. I've let some people slide and give 2.
2. Okay. So best first thing would be getting to know y'all, all the other people on the trip. Their stories and their lives, and awesome group of people.
Okay.
And second best thing would be all these fantastic rocks. As a geologist and a water, as a hydro geologist.
This is like your.
This is what I think.
Like your.
So it's fantastic. Yep.
This is your nirvana.
Right.
Out here, between the rocks and the water.
Rocks and water.
So, second question, what is your least most favorite thing? The thing you hate the most?
I get kind of sick of picking up and setting up my tent every day.
That kind of sucks, huh? Kind of sucks.
Scary thing was when Lee went overboard.
Yeah.
And he was fine.
He is fine. He was holding on like Adonis.
The other scary thing was when
Dave went overboard. Yeah. That's kind of scary.
It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. So, we were very fortunate. He did. He did the whole trip.
Yep.
Did you learn anything?
It's a lot bigger than me or my life. There's a lot more in this world than just me and my stuff. Just talking to all you guys and people in their lives and what they got going. And God's creation. And as big, as grand as this is still just a small part of
Or just a speck.
God's creation.
Yep.
It's fantastic. So.
Awesome.
So it makes me feel small.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks so much, Jim. Appreciate you.
Back in the day when you could.
Right, yep.
Hi, Summer Mud.
Hi. So this is me participating in my passion project. So I will answer the 4 questions. The first question is, what is my most favorite fun thing of the trip? And so I don't think it's any surprise that it's the Havasupai Falls. Because I really enjoyed navigating the waters and getting scratched up and just having a little adventure that I participated in. So that was my favorite thing. And then the last thing is, what did I learn? And you know, I've been thinking about this question. I don't really have an answer. And I think what I learned is that I've done hard things in the past. And I know the hard things that I've accomplished and come through. And this was another hard thing. Another hard thing is the most amount of nights I've slept outside, which will be 20 at the end. That's a big deal. It's doubling my record. So that's what I learned, is I can sleep outside for 20 nights and poop in a bucket and eat sand. The first one is, what is your best, most favorite thing about the trip?
Best, most favorite thing. Well, I could say the people, but I need to acknowledge that I just spent 21 days with one of the best guys on the planet.
Okay.
And so my opportunity to spend another adventure with a guy that I've had lifetimes of adventures with, Dan Coffey, is definitely the best part of the trip.
Oh, that's so nice. I won't let him know you said that. I'm not gonna tell him. We don't want his head to get big.
Well, I've been accused
Anything.
by various females that it's all about me, so the answer is about me.
Okay.
And I would say that I learned that even though you age, you don't have to lose your ability and your willingness and your energy to have adventure.
Okay, that is a good one,
Thank you.
Gooby.
That's
That's a good one. Yeah. Okay, thanks so much. What is your best, most favorite thing about this trip?
Best, most favorite thing. Where do I start? It's always nice to come back and see the canyon. But for me, on this trip, the people are really making it. I've met a lot of new people and feel real warmth and comradeship with them. They've made it a trip that's had some difficulties for me much easier. And so I guess my answer would be the people I'm with.
What is your least favorite thing? The thing you hate the most?
Coming to grips with the fact that I'm not as young as I used to be.
Okay, that's a hard one.
Some people aren't lucky enough to live that long.
That's true. That's true. So maybe
Or maybe they're lucky enough not to live that
Yeah.
long. I'm not. No, I think. Yeah.
Have you learned anything about the canyon or about yourself or about people, about anything? Like, what have you learned?
Well, I think I answered that question
Yeah.
in the previous three. Yeah, I've learned a lot about some people that I didn't know. Just how strangers can become very close friends very quickly. And I'll carry the love for these people for the rest of my life. What was the other part?
That was it. Just what have you learned?
Okay. And I've learned that it's okay to get older.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that you come to grips with the fact that you simply ain't 20 anymore.
Not 20.
And I'm just, at my age, I'm pleased I can do this still, even if it's slower and people can't hear, and I can't hear what the hell people are saying.
Sometimes that's probably better. I'm telling you, Alex, I'm 45 and the trip is hard. Okay. So I'm just putting that out there.
Sorry, lady, you're still a kid.
Yeah, I'm putting that out there. You know what I love about this particular interview is that you did it with a little lizard right behind you.
Little sidewalks.
Well, yeah, you had a couple of them there. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Here's our devil's food cake.
Oh, very nice. Okay.
Here we are, moving up the slope again. big wave if you did it just right.
What's that?
That's a really big wave if you
Down by the grate. Down by the grate.
So the first question is, what is your most best favorite thing about the trip?
Running lava falls with Alex. I'm certain about that. I thought about it, not just running it, but running it with Alex, and the way he enjoyed it, it was good.
Okay, okay.
I enjoyed it too.
Did you learn anything about yourself, about the canyon, about life, about rocks?
I think I confirmed that I really like rafting and rowing. Like I knew that, and I know it even more convincingly now.
Okay.
So, yep, I just like it and I'll continue to do it.
Okay, thank you for your contributions.
Thank you very much.
Let's go computer what?
Hi there, Sean Wilson.
Hello.
Welcome to Interviews on the Riverbank.
Yes.
We have 4 questions for you. Your first question is, what is your best, most favorite thing about the trip?
I would say the group that we're with. I mean, it's been awesome. Everyone's gotten along, made some new friends, and that's actually pretty exciting.
Okay, that's very sweet. And then what did you learn about yourself or the canyon or your life or your mind or people?
I learned just how stressed I am in everyday life.
Okay.
And how unstressed I've been on this trip. So I've already messaged my wife and like, hey, I'm making some changes, and she was like, good, because she knows I've been stressed. So just with all the company and everything going on, so I needed this break, and we knew it. And based on that, I'm going to make a few changes to try and relieve some of that stress in everyday work life.
So this trip might be the catalyst for a change in your life.
Oh, totally.
Well, amen, brother.
Stress. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
If I had a boat, go out on the ocean. And if I had a pony, ride him on my boat. We could all together go out on the ocean. Me upon my pony on my boat. If I was Roy Rogers, I'd sure enough be single. Couldn't bring myself to marry an old Dale. Just be me and Trigger, go riding through them movies, and we buy a boat and on the sea we sail. If I had a boat, go out on the ocean. If I had a pony, ride him on my boat. We could all together go out on the ocean. Me upon my pony on my boat. Mystery masked man was smart, got himself a Tonto, 'cause Tonto did all the dirty work for free. But Tonto, he was smarter. One day said, Kemosabe, kiss my ass, I bought a boat, and I'm going out to sea. If I had a boat, I'd go out on the ocean. If I had a pony, ride him on my boat. We get all together, go out on the ocean. Me upon my pony on my boat. If I were like lightning, I wouldn't need no sleep.
I live with them every day. I got you, baby. I got you. Okay, almost. Hold on. Intermission.
Shit in the bed over there.
Intermission.
There you go. Intermission in the bed.
There you go.
You lost your seat. The boat sunk.
Oh.
There you go.
Scared him by the shade tree, scared him by the light post, but I would not scare my pony on my boat down the sea. If I had a boat, go out on the ocean. If I had a pony, ride him on my boat. We get all together, go out on the ocean. Me upon my pony on my boat. Me upon my pony on my boat. Me upon my pony on my boat.
Nice job.
What a good song.
Is that in the current? What's in the current?
You'll look at this and kind of go, what? A pot of pig fat? Yeah. This is how you cook pig fat?
The bacon grease and the fried egg are in the scrambled eggs.
Okay, and now we have another participant. This is Catherine, and we have 4 questions. And
hello, Summer Mud. Catherine Spargo here.
And our first question is, what is your favorite thing about the trip?
This second time around, my most favorite is watching everybody be so successful during lava and watching my husband just captain his boat so perfectly. That was my best, most favorite thing.
Oh, that's so awesome.
And what did I learn?
What did you learn about people, yourself,
Oh my
the
gosh,
world,
I learned
the canyon?
that you just put your faith in those that you love, and they'll get you through with the hard things.
Here we go, lady. Last digs. Here we go, Dad. Yes, I got it. This is Pro.
Would you do the trip again?
Yes.
You would 100%. That was a very quick answer.
Mm-hmm.
Quick. Okay. Would you do the trip again?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That was the resounding yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Hey,
this was awesome.
There's a lot of confident yeses so far on
Yeah.
would do I do the trip again.
Great trip.
Okay. The hated thing about the trip. What did you not like?
How are we doing?
I can't come up with anything.
That's really.
Yeah.
I can think of 10 things, man. My least most favorite thing, which again, not a surprise, is the copious amount of sand in my eyeballs, in my ears, in my sleeping bag, in my tent, my food, in my teeth, in my mouth. Now, Alex told me I'm not allowed to remove anything from the canyon, but I'm letting you know that I'm bringing a lot of sand home in my body, and that's how I'm smuggling it out. Would you do the trip again?
Absolutely.
You would? Okay. Okay. You would do it all over again?
I would.
Okay.
Would I do it again? Yes. I would do it again with the right people, for sure, 100%.
I would do it over again if I could.
Well, that was the next question. If you would do it over again, would you?
Oh, of course I would.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm by that I suppose you mean coming back down?
Yeah.
through the
Yeah.
Oh, in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat. So.
And then
this is my third trip, and yeah, I'd love to do it again. Every time I come down here, I see the canyon in different ways. I learn more about it. I learn how little I know about it, and the geology becomes far more complex, but all the more fascinating. I've actually seen more of the canyon on this trip than on my previous two.
least favorite thing about this trip?
Ooh.
Ooh. Dig deep. Because I know you love everything out here.
I don't like it all.
Nope, you got to dig deep. And you
was
still
really
floated your boat, pun intended.
You are good.
It weren't with Dan Coffey would probably be very different for me, and so school's still out.
Okay. Leave that one for the jury to decide.
Yes, I would definitely do the trip over again with a few asterisks.
You want to share your asterisks? No? Okay.
I love the trip and lifetime experience, but
it's tough.
It's a long time away from my wife.
Yeah, well, we'll just have to convince her to go.
There you go.
Yeah. I'll teach you how to poop in a bucket.
That's right.
I would.
Yeah.
I would. I probably would. I mean, I've already put in for a permit for 2025.
Have you really?
But I didn't win.
Yeah, okay.
I got 1.5 points. So.
Okay.
And I'm going to encourage everybody on this trip to put in for permits too.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. So first, I'd like to say thank you to all of our participants in the interview portion. I just wanted to kind of give a quick wrap up to say that although you'll see all the videos, the number one answer for the most favorite thing about the trip is the people. And people said it in various different ways, but there was an aspect of the people being the best part of the trip. And so I just wanted to say that if you're watching this video, you're either one of the people or you know one of the people that were on the trip. So lucky you, because these are some awesome people. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody for participating, and love you all, and hope you're all doing good in your lives now. Peace.
At the ferry site, we launch the boats with laughter and bright eye. We pull upon the oars and slowly bid the world goodbye. We glide beneath the Condor's bridge, the great birds overhead, and enter Marble Canyon with its nameless shades of red. River drops neath rising cliffs as the canyon becomes deeper, and we watch in awe to the raven's caw as the walls grow ever steeper. The red wall towers overhead as older rocks unfold, and we ride the unconformity into ages long untold. Between the cliffs, the water drifts through quiet, languid reaches, and then explodes in savage drops that roar like demon screeches. The river spins in violent maws midst deep hydraulic spasms and swallows all that fall within its churning liquid chasms. We slip into the inner gorge where schist and granite mingle, and the river rolls relentlessly to the tune of an ancient jingle. The ragged walls reach skyward in chaotic reds and blacks and lend their long perspective from within time's ageless tracks. Beneath the tilted supergroup, we touch that ancient schist whose stories, tales, and origins lie hidden in Earth's mists, It rises to engulf us, and we hardly speak a word as we silently traverse the realm of Tolkien's dark lore. Then the old rocks slowly slip away, and we greet some former friends, and their colors permeate our souls as the river twists and bends. We camp neath wider vistas now and watch the spacious sky beneath the raven's strafing runs and the bighorn's watchful eye. Then the landscape makes a sudden shift into dark basaltic walls, and we stare in awe at the dragon's maw of the fabled lava falls. We plot our course through its writhing mass and silently say our prayers. When all the boats come safely through, we release those anxious cares. The canyon opens wider now in majestic, complex scenes, and we try to absorb the images and understand what each one means. But our minds can't grasp the eternity held within those walls of stone, so we carry the memories with us, part of the canyon now our own. But finally we must face the fact that our trip is nearly done, and we share our thoughts and memories of endless work and fun. We've gained new appreciation of why they call this place the Grand. It'd be just damn near perfect if it weren't for all that sand.